Don't talk to cops. What do you wish was illegal? Advertisement like anti-aging is absolutely preposterous. I would love to see a massive class action lawsuit against any skincare that proposes anti-aging. Watch a judge rule in the plaintiff's favor citing that the products did not actually turn back time. Reminds me of the lawsuit against Nutella where they paid out in the neighborhood of $3 million in settlements because one mom thought it was a healthy breakfast due to advertising. The mom was reportedly shocked to find out it contained 21 grams of sugar, 200 calories, and 11 grams of fat, 3.5 of which are saturated, per serving. Though I'm sure that information was readily available on the nutrition facts on the product, false advertising got them. Your credit score goes down because you cancelled a credit card. Mine dropped 30 points when I paid off my student loan because I had closed an account. Call me dumb, but if you don't have debt, shouldn't the score go up? That's what I thought too, but no. You want to have multiple lines of credit that you're responsible with, preferably for a long period of time, because it proves you're a reliable borrower. If you have no debt, it's almost like you have not established credit at all. Your score goes up the more lines of credit you have. It's bonkers. Someone more financially literate than me could probably explain better, though. Online adverts featuring large click here to download buttons next to the actual download link, which is generally much smaller. uBlock Origin usually handles those pretty well. It baffles me not everybody uses uBlock all the time. Convenience fees for online ticket purchases. Why am I getting charged for saving on paper, ink, and everyone's time? I don't care what the cost breakdown is. However, if there are necessary minimum fees that will be charged no matter what options you choose, they should be in the upfront price. For example, if a ticket is $20, but the only options to buy it are a $2 home print convenience charge, or $5 delivery charge, then the sticker price should be $22, with no added home print charge, and a $3 delivery fee. That is, in fact, illegal in most European countries. The sticker price must be the exact amount you pay, except shipping for online orders. It makes browsing scummy websites like Airbnb a lot easier. Companies making it really difficult to cancel things, especially subscriptions. I think the process to subscribe to something should be exactly the same as the process to cancel it. I'm looking at you, Spotify. Gyms in general. Before they started popping up everywhere, I was a member at LA Fitness. Well, I moved 2 hours away from the closest one and they wanted me to come in person to cancel. Then they wanted me to send in a damn letter. I can sign up online. Why can't I cancel online? Freak LA Fitness. Took me months to cancel because the asshole I needed to cancel my membership was never in at the 4 locations I've stopped at, but any one of them can sign me up at any time. They wouldn't let me cancel my gym membership over the phone, so I cancelled my CC that the gym was using to make automatic payments. It was way easier to cancel the card than it was to cancel the gym. Using children to monetize your social media channels. It's honestly sad that their parents force them to be the face of their social media accounts, since the children will never have a normal childhood due to their fame. That's what I dig about Ali Wong. She always blurs her kids' faces in her posts. Other than the safety issue, it protects their privacy unlike 90% of celebs. And Emmy Eats. She never mentions their name or shows them on screen until they will be old enough to understand. It's because they're ashamed they never accomplished anything they can be proud of in their lives except for having kids, and so they claim the fame of their children by exploiting the hell out of them by making them act however they tell them to people all over the world, including pedophiles. It's wrong. I stay away from anyone that uses their child as their poster image for their ego or other socials. It makes me feel ill. Plus the cringe. I pretty much use it to post pictures of my kids. But also I have strict privacy settings. I post maybe one photo every 2 months, and the only people I'm showing off my kids to are direct friends and family. My friends list is like 100 people and they're not strangers. It's basically the digital equivalent of the wallet accordion album our dads had back in the old days. I don't understand those people who have 5,000 followers and 3,000 pictures of themselves with their kids. I mean, I adore my kids but they don't need to be world famous lol. Cough Ryan's toy review. I feel bad for this kid, even though he has millions now. His whole childhood was broadcast on the internet. His attitude now is just fucking cringe too. He grew up to be a little shit. Have you seen some of the older videos? Kids or toddler and being forced to do some shit he clearly wasn't into on camera. I hate his parents and want to punch their stupid faces every time I see one of their lame videos. Dude, it got so much worse after he got older. Then his mom just started doing it on her own and it is so fucking cringe-worthy. My kids still think it's the shit. Hiking up prices of life-saving medications, insulin, EpiPens, etc. The inventor of insulin demanded that it was affordable to the consumer for him to sell the patent. Well, I mean, it's affordable most other places. Just not here in America where people have to pay a fortune to literally just be alive. Freedom has a price. Commercials that are louder than the program you're watching and have higher quality. Cough cough YouTube. Pornhub is notorious for this. Trying to keep the volume low. Click on a new video and you're blasted with ever hear of Jerkmate. With the cackling and reverb effects so you know it's intentional. You've reached the #1 porn site on the internet. Some guy in my office clicked a link that took him to the page that screamed that loud enough for an entire office of about 50 people to hear it. Keep the volume on mute in the office, kids. Radio commercials that contain a police or ambulance siren. Music as well. Or content that contains car horns. Desensitizing people to warning symbols is never a good thing. Edit. To clarify/expand on the thought, public radio stations should not be able to play content, music or ads, with warning signals such as police/fire/ambulance sirens or car horns. They already desensitize people to actual emergencies. It would be no different from the FCC already banning _profane words that are simple social issues. I'm not advocating for making music with specific sounds illegal. That's censorship, and a slippery slope towards government being enabled to block things that they don't like. God, me and the roomies got gotten by a car horn one the other day. Just a commercial with someone slamming on a horn and everyone in the car jerked and looked around. Refund taking more than 3 days to appear. If they can demand to get money from me on hours notice, then I should be able to demand my cash back as fast as possible. I'm still waiting for the refund on a cancelled flight from 5 months ago. The airline keeps swearing it was sent. The folks at my bank say it hasn't been. $8,800 is a lot of money and I have zero doubt the airline is lying and just holding on to it. But they are based in Australia and I'm in the US and my recourse appears to be, shut up and live without my money. We should be able to charge companies a late fee, they do it to us. Not posting salaries in job descriptions. We clearly put a range, $25,000, $80,000 depending on several unknown factors. Oh God, I hate this. Currently searching for another job and these places will post $18 to $42 per hour, like which one is it, asshole? I just automatically assume it's the lowest price but put a higher price on the application. I hate when they ask what are your salary expectations for this role? Well, you're advertising it for X amount, which is why I applied, so I expect at least X amount. I hate when they ask for your current salary and make it a required field on the application form. My current worth should not be based on my bad decision to accept too low of a salary last time I did this. Civil forfeiture. Yes. For those who don't know, it's when the police just take your stuff. They take your money, can use it for their own budgets, and don't have to find you guilty of anything in order to do it. Yeah. I read a story of a guy driving to Cali to buy some stuff for his business or whatever for 10k. Was pulled over, told the cop the story and how his business is gonna boom after the buy. Cop just says, "I think you're gonna buy drugs for those. I'm taking it." Ruined the guy's whole business. LPT, don't talk to cops. Those super bright high beams people put on their cars. These are already illegal. Most of the time, if some idiot is blinding you, they either didn't install it correctly or they just never turned their high beams off. The LEDs come standard on a lot of new cars and are fucking blinding. Yes, exactly. Every time I'm blinded by these, I always wonder how they're not illegal. But those aren't high beams. They're just way too freaking bright. Holding your cell phone up during a concert. The people behind you want to see the stage too, ya selfish ass wad. I'd rather have 100 phones in the air than one sign. Phones are generally small. Signs are not. If you're the kind of person that takes a sign to a concert/festival, I hate you and hope you get trampled by the crowd. I saw Elvis Costello in Philly around 1985. Some girls in the balcony above dropped a huge paper sign down that blocked our view. Stoner a couple of rows in front of us puts his lighter to the sign and whoosh. Elvis even looked up at us to see what the fire was. Next thing we know, some angry girls are screaming at the whole section. Who did that? We all ignored them until they slinked away. It was glorious. Well, in my opinion, not liking the video and subscribing the channel after watching the full video should be illegal. So don't forget to like. I'll see you next time.